Let me see. Can you guys see me? What's going on? I see Sarah. Well, no, I see one person, and this thing is not working. Let me see. What is it not working? Two waiting. You guys hear me? I'm here. Says it's live. Okay, I think I'm here. Good. This is the right one. I'm gonna lower this a little bit. And we'll continue. I'm sorry. Hi, Jess. Ooh, technology is killing me. Goodness gracious. I have it. It's working. Good, good, good. Okay, so let me see who's here. I'm going to say hello to everybody. Hi, Mandy. Hi, Cheryl. Sarah, my girl. Jess, my sweet girl. Auntie Chris. Everyone's in the house. Thank you for coming. I'm going to put stuff away so I can get better situations. I started the wrong one. Don't know why. And this one is still thinking. All right. How's everybody doing? Helen had a nightmare. Oh, wow. What happened? Ooh, I want to know. I wasn't there. What happened with Helen? Did anybody mess with her? Mm. Let me see. So I have added a couple of more admins to my chat, and that is we welcome Auntie Chris as an admin, and we welcome Jess at ColorByAdry as an admin. And upside down. Oh, oh gosh, that is horrible. And buffering. Oh my God, my heart goes for her. I know how that is. Wow. I'm sorry. Hi, Mimi. Hi, Angela, Karen. It's okay. It's okay. Hi, Mary. You always been an admin. I thought I had added you the other day. I started going through my list of people that could be that would be here today for sure, and added as an admin. But let me see if I can do it from my other phone because I want to add as many as I can. And I'm going to talk about the elephant in the room in a minute. I know everybody has heard bits and pieces of what happened to me last week and haven't actually heard the whole story. So just so it was not going around like a gossip without head and toes, I'm going to tell you the whole story so everybody has all the pieces together. And hi, Joe. You're a quick hi on the texting devices, so you're on my TV. Well, good. It's good that your TV is not toxic right now, so you can put me there. Okay, I'm gonna be coloring several stuff, but I'm gonna try to work a little bit more on this one, and then also on the one that I started on Wednesday, which is this one. And where is it? Here it is. This one. And your protectors are here, my sweet girl. Thank you. Jess says your digital detox has been going well. So, well, see you can resist us. Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna have to get the courage to tell this story because every time I tell this story, I start crying, and I don't want to cry. So I'm going to be as strong as I can, and if I have to stop, then I'll stop, and then continue later. But just so everybody knows why I put the post I did about not pre-recording videos and not putting any content out. There's a big reason behind it, and is that last week, it was Thursday of last week, and somebody started sending me hate emails. And it started with my thumbnails. And yes, I'm not going to repeat the thing about AI because I think it's been said a lot. But it started with AI generated thumbnails and went into my race, and it went into that I did not deserve to be in this planet, share this planet with anybody else. Whew. As I'm telling you this, my heart starts racing. So that's why I don't like to talk about it. Whew. Anyway. Whew. Okay. So, um, everything started, and that's how I think it has started. But I'm not sure if that's, gosh, I'm not sure if that's what exactly it was. But 3 weeks ago, I put out a video about how soft oil pastels changed my life. Not my life, but my way of coloring. And it has been my best received video ever since I started my channel 7 months ago. And somebody made a comment on that what I thought at the beginning of that conversation was referring that me coloring, that I wasn't really coloring my pages, that I was feeding it to AI. So I responded to her that if she were just look at the whole video, you would see that that's not true, that I actually do color myself. And then she changed it to, no, that's not what I meant. Even though the comment said that it was my coloring itself was fake. And so then she changed it, or he, or whatever, that it was my thumbnails. So I responded that, yes, I do. What I did at the moment was making my thumbnails with the help of ChatGPT. But I was never feeding anything into ChatGPT other than a prompt about how I wanted the thumbnail to be. Then she continued fighting, so I stopped responding, and then I blocked this person. That happened when I came out with that video. It's hard for me to talk. I'm sorry. I don't want to cry. So I thought nothing of it. I continued on. I moved on. I started creating my series, and just being me, just continue being me. And then Thursday, I start getting the emails, and sorry, the emails had the same language and the same way of saying things as that comment, those comments that I have blocked. And it started saying that I was ruining the world for using thumbnails, and that I did not deserve to be alive, and that somebody should take me out. I will answer all the questions later. I'm having a hard time talking. There were about, that I can think, it was about 3 emails. At first, I was like, I couldn't understand, what was that? Why I was getting those things on my personal email. And that person obviously had been in my channel because I I could see it was referring to my thumbnails. And then after the third one came in, I I called the police. It was escalating on the way I should die. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that word. The YouTube is I'm gonna have to bleep that one later. On the way I should be not alive or be unalive. And so I got really scared because I don't know where it's coming from. Whew. And I sent out to the police, and I deleted everything and blocked those email addresses. There were 2 different email addresses. And then I tried to put it behind me, and then of course Joe's video came up, which was good that she brought the subject up to the front. But at that point I was already very shaken up. And so I don't know what's going on. I don't know if this person is here watching me. I don't know if that person is gonna figure out another way to contact me. I don't know. But I am very shaken up and also want to put it behind me. I started this channel 7 months ago because I love color. Nothing I do has ever been fake. I do my own coloring. I am guilty of that, AI generated thumbnails. And it was something that was eventually going to change because I was already waking up to what's going on with data centers and AI in itself. But I just hate in the way I had to do it. Because we all need our time to see things the right way. So I'm just saying, please be thoughtful when we put anything out there, because we think that we are in a secure place because we colorists are kind and loving and we want to help everybody. But the thing is that when we put something out on YouTube, when we talk like I'm doing right now on a live stream, it's not just us here. There's a lot of people that could be listening to this. There's a lot of people that watches our videos that are not part of our beautiful community. And there is warriors out there, fanatics, that think it's okay to do something because they have a good cause. Because being against AI is a good cause, but it's not safe when we have millions of people on the internet and hundreds and thousands of them are fanatics that will go to any length to carry their banner of activism. So I just want everybody to know that we need to be careful. I'm certainly going to be more careful because I don't want to feel this way again. I love coloring. I created my channel because I love coloring. I appreciate each and every one of you that have subscribed to my channel, that have watched my videos, that have given me a like, that have left me a comment. All of you guys are very much appreciated. Some of you have become my dearest friends that will be forever in my heart and will be friends until the day I'm not longer here in this planet. But I myself going to be very much careful because there's a lot of horrible people out there. And if you don't think so, just search. Just search. Just the other day alone, I saw a video of, I don't know what community it was, but they had taken one of our videos. And I'm not saying one of us as the ones that I know personally or that I know that I follow their channels, but it was a coloring channel. They had taken a coloring channel video and had disintegrated it little by little into making fun of the person that was in the other side of that, in the other video. So I'm just saying, we need to be careful because there's ugly people out there. Whew. I want to color today. So I want to put this behind. I want everybody to have the correct story. I don't want anybody to have bits and pieces. And I'm sorry if I'm not reading the chat right now because it just makes me more and more uh, upset, and not in the bad way, not angry, but upset that I am that I'm going through this. And I had to say that there is people that have done the right way, and there's people that have done the wrong way. And when I talk about Joe's video, I'm not criticizing her. I think she did great. I think she did great. I think she put an issue out in the open that needed to be said. And it just was coincidentally at the same time that this was happening to me. But she did great. And I admire Joe. I love Joe. I think the best of her. The best of her. And I'm going to be actually paying a lot more close attention to what I'm doing because of her words. And she's great. All right, I'm going to try to read the messages without crying, and then I'll just move on to coloring because this is why we're here. We want to color. And this is a coloring channel, not a solving channel. All right, let me go ahead and read it. Whew. Wow, there's so many comments. Okay. Okay. Okay, so it started with Jess saying, was this email from the start, Adri? And I had to reply, the email wasn't from the start. The start of everything was the comments on my video. Auntie Chris says, we love you so much, Adri. Thank you. Sarah says, we are here, Audrey. I love you, Sarah. You have been my stronghold. And Marie says, some sick people out there, right? Mandy says, you you are well deserved to be here. Thank you, Mandy. Just says if you say it here and now, you don't need to mention it again, and we can move forward. That's exactly what I want to do. Chris Kalu says, I'm sorry to hear about that, Audrey. People in the internet can be cruel, yes. Jeanette says, just tell us what you are able and don't get too upset. Sarah says, you are so loved. Oh, Sarah, I love you. I adore you. The color says, so sorry you had to deal with this nonsense. It's obvious to anyone who spent 3 seconds on your video how much you love coloring and how much you put into your pages. Thank you. Hi, Ambien. Uh, Joe says, take your time, no rush. And yeah. Chris Kaluz asks, how did this stroke get into your email? It's disturbing. I had no idea. I wish I had an answer. Piggy pants to Joe say, I wish I could have special conversation with that person. Thank you, Joe. Hugs to you too, Sarah. Cakes Lolly says, report them to the police. Yes, I did. Jess says, you're beautiful, wonderful, kind, and generous lady who deserves so much more than what you have been given. Thank you, Jess. You are too. And yes, the police are handling it. And this is such a terrible thing to say. Hopefully, police are able to do something about it. Correct. Mimi says, this person is obviously disturbed. Yes. I'm sorry you had to go through this. Your videos are wonderful. You get people thinking about their own journey. You are a wonderful woman who is loved by many. Joe says that's a serious mental health issue. Audrey, you can reason with someone spiraling. Please remember, I only said anything about them. You are so unlucky to be targeted, but please remember, you never did anything. Thank you, Joe. Marie says, could it be a jealous colorist? Strange to be abandoned with it, whatever they were saying. I had no idea. Whew, that Joe says that I don't deserve anything to do this. Correct. At the colors is that person. If that person is watching right now, I have a message for you. Go get a psychiatric help and maybe buy a coloring book and chill out for a bit. You made me laugh with this one. Yes, I'm getting a new email address, Sarah. Janet said, is this person hiding their identity? Well, obviously, because their handle was just numbers, and the email address was also just numbers. And we love you, sister. I love you too. Don't let them scare you away from something you love. Thank you for that advice. So many people love you. Yes, I love every one of you. Karen, hi Karen. I need to say hello. Is that Karen or is that Helen? It looks like Helen before. So sorry, Audrey, for you. You are fabulous. Thank you. Joe says you don't even need to explain this, and making thumbnails using AI isn't anything someone else should be crying about, either person. Yes, I hear you, Joe. I hear you. None of this is fair. I'm sorry you got targeted. All right, there's a lot. I'm just gonna skim through them, okay? Uh, yeah. Nikki, hi Nikki. Audrey, this is really awful. I'm sorry some nutter make you feel this way. I love your videos. Thank you. Helen, hi Helen. I don't know if I say hello. Audrey, you are amazing and so sorry this happened to you. This is so sad to see you upset because of the person's horrible words. Yeah. What have the police said in the terms of change or resolving? Well, at the moment, they just needed to investigate. At this moment, I haven't heard anything. Some of you may not know, but Friday was the takeover, the new president in Colombia, and the whole Colombia has been put on the look. So the police have been very busy with that. Chris Calusa, some channels are attacked, other creators have their art stolen. Yes, correct. And used for unwanted marketing is terrible. You are so right, Chris. Let me see. Marie says that the police can find out which country from the IP address for you. It'll narrow down somewhat. This isn't a huge community, so it's someone you know. It could be or it could not be. This is difficult to say. Hi, Liz, you're here. Hi, welcome. She says, "Oh, honey, we love you. I'm sorry there are people of ugliness out there. You okay, have nothing better to do than make others miserable. Hugs, hon. Thank you." Joe says, "Audrey, I can say while I stand and by my video, I have known this was going on. If I had known the timing would have been different." No, 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 no. Don't think anything about your timing because it has you. Oof, how can I say? I wasn't even going to say anything because I was trying to handle it on my own until I went on to Jeff's live stream and people started talking about the video and it just brought all those feelings back which I was trying to put away. And I started bawling, and that's when I started, saying the story because I had not even told Sarah, which I was going to call her, but I was waiting for me to calm down. So please, Joe, don't think anything of it because it's not your fault. You did what you were supposed to do. You had no way of reading my mind or having a glass ball to say what's going on in the other side of the world. So no. Police busy with recent presidential election. Yes. Whew. Jess says you said your story. Time to move on. Yes. Okay. So I think I'm gonna leave it like that. It's just a lot. So let's go on to coloring because I can't continue crying. And I'm gonna say hello to those that I haven't said hello. Hi Ada. One more thing, Joe said, I hope to God it's not one we know. Me too, Joe. I hope the police do look into it. I imagine there's a lot of harassment cases where IP address tracing is needed. One thing for sure, they know now police is involved. Yes. And that's another reason why I wanted to bring it out here since I'm not going to be making any videos for any time soon. That if that person is listening to me, the police is handling it and you cannot hide no matter where you are. Somebody will find out who you are. Whew. Okay. Bias moralizing on uniform cowards. I'm furious. Yes, Chris. Ambient says, it's good you let us carry this with you, Audrey. This was too much to carry alone. Thank you. All right, so let's do this. Let's move on. I said it. It's the last time I say it. I love you all. You guys have been my strong fort. And I will move on. So let's do this. Guess what? In the middle of all of that, I have good news. Look what I got. Whew. A 75 set of Arteco oil pastels. Woohoo! It was a gift. Let me lower this a little bit. It was a gift from somebody that watched my video. Joe says, I'm swatching 140 polish while here. Back to the toxin. I'm here. Thank you, Joe, for being here. I adore you. One of my subscribers that saw my video on how soft oil pastel has changed the way of coloring contacted me since she was going to send me something. And she sent it through Amazon. And it's this beautiful set of soft oil pastels. It's 75 and I'm so happy. So let's try to start using them on this page. And I want to color the rest of the house and do the clothes. Woohoo! Oh, pastels, says Nikki. Yes. There is good people out in the world. Not everybody's bad. Cheryl says that's been the art medium everyone's been wanting to follow. What you have been doing with oil pastels. So cool, Audrey. Thank you, Sharon. So let's go with a brown. I want it to be like a brownish, but not like very dark brown. So let's start on this. I'm gonna see if I can put this ones over here so I can move my arms. Um, so I'm going to do this. I'll see if I make you dizzy by doing this. And I'm hoping I'm on focus. Okay, so let's start. Oof. Okay, there it is. um, Chris says, I'll delete my wish list. I'll delete my wish list anyway. I never get anything go as postmail in Mexico. It's a disaster. The employees, there's still everything is happening with my parcels like DHL or FedEx. Nothing is safe here. Yeah. Sarah, my girl, says, I am so very glad you thought me how to do this, Audrey. Love it so much. Thank you. Auntie Chris says, oh crap. I got too wrapped up in my feelings and almost forgot. Happy birthday, Atlanta. Oh my God, it's your birthday. So happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. I can't sing another song because then I will it's gonna get blocked. Oh, but you know what we can do? Maybe that one doesn't get blocked. Do you think it will get blocked, Chris, if we do the mañanitas? I can sing the mañana. My voice is horrible, but I can sing you the mañanitas. So here we go. Estas son las mañanitas que cantaba el rey David. A las muchachas bonitas se las cantamos así. Despierta, mi bien, despierta. Mira que ya amaneció. Ya los pajaritos cantan, la luna ya se metió. Happy birthday! Well, if it is copyright, it's going to tell me. Okay, that's a better song than a happy birthday anyway. Ah, this color looks like mud. We sing the same in Mexico. Yes. We adopted it from Mexico. It's not a Colombian song. It's definitely a Mexican song. Um, okay. And getting close on that. Let me put this thing over here. So is it today, Atlanta, or was it this weekend? Or and what are you planning on doing? Mandy says, I'm going to go. Can't keep my eyes open. Okay, Mandy. Is it night over there? Where are you at? And if you are going to rest, either go to sleep at night or take a nap. Just, I hope you have a good one and you sleep well. Thank you, Mandy. Okay, so with that, let me get Oh, let me get this part over here. Now carry on in the conversation. I didn't want to kill the conversation. Oh my God, Jess. Oh, Jess says, oh my God, I completely lost track of time. I'm going to push my stream back 30 minutes. Oh my God. I hope that's okay for you, Jess. Let me see. Joe says, talking of culture shared a heart. Can I ask, are you a nun? Because I noticed you use sis, and I never met a real life nun. That's a good question. Oh gosh, it's gonna turn into a blue here. Um, yeah. When I hear somebody call me sis or sister, being completely honest, without just being completely honest, I it gives me the feebie-jeebies. And I know Shara doesn't do it for that, so that's why I don't say anything. But it gives me the feebie-jeebies because that's how I was called when I was part of a cult. And it takes me back to that time. So, it's an awful feeling. Happy Catastrophe is a Buddhist nun? I have no idea. Wow. Kitty doesn't know, but she was showing you empathy. Audrey, that's so cute. She wanted to show your emotional support when you were sharing. Oh, that's so cute. No, John, no. This is something that's been in my mind. Joe says, Lord, Audrey, I keep bringing up like the worst subjects for you, Audrey. Jeez, no. That's not. Don't take it that way. No. I believe if we have something in common, we have an important connection, and I believe in some way we are all siblings. I say art six or sibling. Okay, it's good that you explained it. I'll try not to feel that way when you say it. No, Joe, please don't feel that way. Please. All right, so we got that. And I should do, you think I should add glass color on this window, or I should, what should I do there in that window? I'm still laughing about Joe. No. Oh gosh. I'm gonna do glass. Joe says, oh God, I'm disappointed, Jar. I wanted to sing some gospel. I was gonna be Whoopi. Yes, that's a great image in my head. Whoopi as a nun. Clear glass, says Ambient. Let's do glass. So I'm gonna do just a little bit of paint of this blue. And I'm using my new softball pastels. And this is called, let me see if I can see what it's called. Baby blue. What was that? Oh, what was that? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I can't call you Zib Audrey. Okay. Sarah says, so great to hear you laugh. Oh, thank you. You guys really are a joy to me. Okay. A bit of Sister Mary Clarence moment. Yeah. I love her too, Sister Mary Clarence. So the color is going to be like a very light. I don't know if you guys can see it, like very, very light. Just to give it that perspective, that's all. Oh, sorry. Keep on bumping. So without going too much into that again, because I don't want to, but what do you guys think about my new thumbnails and my new everything that I spent a lot of time creating new things for my channel. Oh, there's no emoji of a nun. Is that there? I thought there was. That's odd. Mimi says looks great, Audrey. Thank you. All right. This right here, I think I should do it like brownish, like a orange brownie maybe. I know, right, Chris? I searched too. Helen says, I love the Madri. I already have gone through and think they look great. Thank you. Where's Sister Mary Clarence when you need her? Yes. Isn't it even a what's it called, Jeff? The new channel image is fabulous. Thank you, Sarah. See, looks gorgeous and bright. Helen says, once you've done them all, it would be great to pop every band post on your Insta so we can like and comment. Okay, I'll see if I remember. Okie dokie. I think it's time to bring out the pencils. Helen says, I did this and got lots of positive response. That's amazing. I'm going to put this in here. And I'm going to bring out my pencils. But I think I need to turn on the fan. I'm sorry. I'm starting to get warm in here. You know we have a heat wave all around the world? Whoa. All right, let's do pencils. Anybody for pencils? Flip through and tours are fun. Yes. Because this come up when I search a nun and my emojis. What, a warrior, a bride, an old man, a witch, and a lady? Oh gosh, I almost stumped him. let's do the clothes hanging. And you know what? Let's get rid of this too, because I'm not going to color on this right now. Let's get rid of that one. And let's put this right here. And this right here. And this over here. Okay. A lady in hijab, a witch, a ninja. Okay, so let's do the brown. The shading of the brown in here. Oh, I should have emptied my sharpener before I started. So let's do this. I'm hoping I can be, I'm gonna lower this a little bit. Just a little bit there. I didn't let it dry too much, but I really removed a lot, so I don't think it's going to be a problem. I just like spending time with you all. Oh, my sweet Jeanette, I love when you're here. I really do. You're such a nice and kind soul. But semi-related, says Chris, if you never watch Warrior Nun on Netflix, you need to make that a priority. Okay, and you know what? I will, because I usually don't have Netflix, but I bought a 1-month subscription because I wanted to see season 2 of 100 Years of Solitude, which came out a week ago. That's the only thing that I wanted to see. So since I have it for 1 month, I might go and watch that. Oh, Nessa is here. Hi, Nessa. How are you? That's such a great book. This one, yes, I love this book. Jeanette says, my favorite bit so far is the clouds. I'm going to go back to last video and copy how you did it. Okay. Jess said, I watched all of the 1985 and the Green Gables series and sequel last week after your recommendation, and now I'm sad it's all finished. Isn't it sad when you stop, when it's all over? You're watching that, Sarah? Oh my God, yes. I love Anna Green Gables. And my best really is the 1985. The 1985 version is, to me, the best adaptation of the book. Good for you, Sarah. I can't wait to talk about it with you. Nessa said, hi, I was making breakfast for everyone else. Would have been here sooner. That's all right. That's all right. Yeah, it is on YouTube. Hey, Jess, send me the sequel, because I haven't seen that one again. And I want to watch it. And then if you watch that, and if you can find, and I will recommend this one, highly recommend it. It's done by the same producer that did the 1985, and it has some of the actors from the 1985 with Megan Follows actors. It's called Road to Avonlea, and that one is great. It's also Canadian, and it's also filmed Prince Edward Island. You're watching 100 Years of Solitude. What are you thinking about that? I am watching it because I have read the book about, I would say, a minimum of 10 times, if not more. And I started reading, the first time I read 100 Years of Solitude was when I was 12, I think. and on the channel, the Classic TV Archive. Is it the same? Because I think that's the one that was before. So anyway, back to the 100 Years of Solitude. The first two episodes of season 2, I was like, oh no, why? Why did they do this? They're really destroying the book. And then it picked up and it got better. And I had to say, because all directors will have to change things, and they did a lot of changes. Things that are not said in the book are said in the Netflix series. But the adaptation is actually good. And I don't know where you at, but a lot of the things, even though this is 100 Years of Solitude is magical realism, Garcia Marquez actually told the story of Colombia through his writings. And the tragedy of the banana plantains actually did happen, and the government actually hide it. So all those things are true. Like, the books, history books here, the old history books, because the new history books are not doing that. The old history books hide the fact that the Americans came and killed over 3,000 people. That they hid that. But now the new history books are telling this story. Okay, let me go back. It's the same for the sequel. Okay, I'll go check it out. I read the book twice. Yeah, good. Are you watching the 4 movies or the miniseries? For 100 Years of Solitude is the Netflix series, and it's 2 seasons right now, and then I think, I'm not sure because I am on the part. I finished all the episodes that are available on Netflix, and I had to wait till the end of August to get more episodes. Oh, that's Nisa. Okay. I want to make it look dirty. Is it looking dirty? I tried reading it in Spanish once, but my fluency is way too beginner at the time. I wonder if I can do it too. Try it. Actually, I have read it in Spanish and I have read it in English. But the first time I read the book, it was in Spanish. And then years later, I read it again in English. And I had to tell you that the English translation was amazing. Amazing. It did so well. So well on translating the feelings that Garcia Marquez had. And okay, on the fact that if it's a miniseries, well, there's only one made for TV anything, because there isn't, because Garcia Marquez did not want his book to be made into anything. And he was not, and he died feeling that way. He did not want, because he felt like nobody could do a real good movie translation from the book, because all this stuff that happens there that are kind of like crazy, but that you take it for granted. You're like, yeah, that's true. Like, like when Remedios the Beauty, she doesn't die, but she ascends to heaven like an angel. That happens in the book, that happens in the movie, and yet nobody thinks twice about it. Sharon said maybe she had a message for Nessa. Okay. Thank you for sharing, Audrey. Okay. Thank you. You're welcome. I want to make this dirty. I want to make it like it's, out in the weather. But I think the people that do it, and I heard it's 3 women the directors. Oh no, the writers are three women, and the director, I don't know who it is. And they actually did a good job. I just didn't like the first two episodes. It felt like a podcast more than anything else. Okay. Well, that's good. Now let's do the windows. Oh, the door, the glass door. Where did I put this? The glass doors. Magical realism is such an interesting form. I was assigned a little bit during my undergrad, but I would have liked an entire course in it. Hold on, let me sharpen this pencil. I don't know if you guys know that I wrote some short stories, and that is kind of my form of telling stories, kind of like magical realism. Um, let's do this. And I really love anything that has to do with that, like is telling the story from a different perspective and a more magical. Um, Let me see if I can find the rough writing. It's a true story because it's the story about my uncle when he passed away in a plane crash. And so it's a true story. But the book is available on Amazon if you want to get it from there. And I don't make any money, by the way, out of that. Any money. I mean, not even pennies on the dollar, nothing. Um, but the book is available, and I will send you the link. And I got together with some friends, and we wrote the book. So it's about 5 friends, and we all have different stories in there. And I got one, and it's the story about my uncle. So I'll send you the link on Amazon. Let me see if I can find it. I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys. I can find it. Oh no, can't find it. Hold on. It's called. I'll look for you and then I'll send it. Is it available in English, Adri? No, it is not. It's only in Spanish. It's called. Gosh, man, my mind is just going. I'll tell you later when I can think about it clearly. It's called. I'll tell you later, and I will send you the link. I will send you the link. Escríbeme un lienzo. Escríbeme un lienzo. Oh, fuck. I forgot about it. Escríbeme un lienzo. There it is. It's this one. Okay. Dang. It's that one. It's various actors. It's in Spanish. And in here you could see, you can get it on Kindle. And in here, it says Andrea Amazon. No, Amazon, but it's just several authors. Because we were a bunch. Okay, here. Yeah, there is my, but my name was in there. What happened? What did they take? Because the company that, the, let me see other formats. No. See, I'm upset because the person that did this is actually the one that's making the money and not us, which we wrote the book. It doesn't says in there, but it was, I was put as, I mean, I wonder if she took it off because I was put as part of the authors. Yeah, it's not in there, but I'll send you the link, and I have a story in there. Anyway, back, I'm jumping again, stream to stream. Okay. Okay, so that's the class. And let's do the close, but I want to drink something first. Okay, so close. How should I do all these clothes hanging? Doing laundry. I bought the Kindle version since you said you're not getting paid. Your name is in the TOC. Okay, good. I hope you can read it. It's toward the end. My story is toward the end. Yeah, I don't get a penny. I don't get a penny out of that. Let's do purples for the clothes. So let's do a pink with stripes. I just got it in Kindle Unlimited. Okay, then I don't know if you can translate it, but I'll send you the link, or yeah, I'll send you the link later, sweetheart, and you can get it. No, that's not mine. Herdas Sueltas is not mine. Mine is, it's the story about my uncle Gilberto. Just find my name, and right after the little bio from me, it goes to my story. Hi, Lucy, my girl. Hi. Just tell me what it says, the name. I see your name. Okay. Just tell me what it says in the name, and then, oh gosh, that's not it. I did blue again when I wanted to remove the blue. Yeah. I wrote it so many years ago. I mean, so many years ago. I know I have the rough version on my computer. I love the pink eraser. Thank you. Guys, you're gonna have to excuse me for a minute. I forgot to empty my sharpener and now I can't sharpen my pencil. So I need to go do that. And I'll be back in a second, okay? Ambient says, pink pen, pink desk, my Audrey loves pink. Yes, I do. I'll be back in a second. I'm gonna empty the sharpener. That was it. Okay, I'm back. That was what I needed to do this morning and I didn't do it. Okay, that's good. All right. Yeah, I'm pink, pink, pink everything. me too. Pink dresses, pink jewelry, pink accessories, some pink pages. Yeah, I love pink. Um, okay, let me see. Janet says pink, mine and granddaughter's favorite color. Cheryl says that picture make it looks like she took off everything except the dress to swing. Uh-huh, it does. Cheryl says baby pink, light or lavender purple, and baby or sky blue are mine. Color says, and here I am forcing myself to use pink in my pages. Dell. Okay, so let's see. Let's put a little more of this in here. Is this metallic? No, it's a grayish pink. Let's do the shorts. I like shorts. I don't know what color to make the shorts. Yellow for sunshine. Yes, that's a beautiful color. Yeah, especially true pink. I like corally pinks or purplish pinks, but the pink I had to force myself to use it. It's just so those pencils do not sit untouched, and then I force myself to like a page. I had one of those colors too. I'm trying to figure out what to do. This is metallic. I don't want metallic. Um, on the shorts that are hanging, I want to do metallics. This is also metallic. Hold on. I'm coming. I'm still here. Oh, I'm still here. Maybe, just maybe, I could do this yellowish. See. Oh, but it's fluorescent. I don't want fluorescent. I'm using Color, by the way. And I don't want purple either. We could go to a yellow, to a pink, a darker magenta pink. Well, this is fluorescent, but I think it might be good. A deep pink for you, Adele. I have not heard of a magical realism. Can you define it? Magical realism, let's see what it says. It's the the making of things that do not happen or exist and making the reader feel like it actually does happen. That's magical realism. But let me see what Google says. Let's ask our old friend Google. Okay. Magical realism is a style of storytelling and art that blends a realistic everyday world with magical or supernatural elements. In this style, extraordinary events are treated as normal occurrences. Characters do not panic or question the magic, and the story offers no scientific explanation for it. So that is magical realism. Lucy says, I like most colors. The most colors used are black, browns, ochres, gold, green gold, dark greens, and teals. Yeah. Ambient says Adele, orange pink makes sense to you. Alright, I'll read it. If not, I'm never gonna finish this. Today we are not coloring that much. I thought I was going to, but with the storytelling at the beginning, I really didn't. Like, I think I don't know how long it took me to tell this story this morning, but it was a long time that I didn't color. Oh, it's just still here? Oh, you're gonna start at 9:30. Okay. Let's do something here. Let's see if I can do this. I'm gonna try to make it easier on me. Yeah. I thought you were still here because you said you were gonna start at 9:30. Okay, so now I could, but I don't think I want to do it now. I think I'm going to go ahead and wait till this dries up really good so I can do some deepening of this, of that. And so with that said, I'm going to do that t-shirt like a green, because pink and green goes well. So I'm going to do this. And then later on add detail. Uh, is Joe still watching me in the background and from her TV? Yes. Man, you're quick. You are so quick. Okay, so that would be pink. And then this one, I would say a yellowish, very, very light yellow. Because I'm going to add details with pencils. Okay. Oh, I know that book. I'm imagining realistic as an artist, which is the artistic complement of the magical realism. Joe says TV and iPad because I am a crap at detox, clearly. You can't get rid of us, Joe. You can. Here, I don't care if I go yellow over this because I'm going to put pencils on that and the rope. And then let's do those two socks. I want to do them like a stripe, maybe like, not sure. Joe said my Pine's been upstairs since Friday night, so it's a start. Okay, what is a Pines? Is that an English word for something that I don't know? What color should I make those socks? Phones. Okay. Okay. Okay, that makes more sense. So it's okay. Okay, so I just thought it was maybe an English word that I didn't know, like. And not like an English, but like a British term that I don't know. But I got it. Okay, so now we have those in there, and then I want to do the ropes in pencils because I want that to dry out. I don't want metallic. Chocolate. All right, let's start with this. Okay. Ambien says, I put my phone in DND, do not disturb mode, so I don't get disturbed by notifications. I need to do that sometimes too, when I'm, especially when I am streaming, because, well, it hasn't been bad lately, but at the beginning of my, when I started streaming, it was bad that people would call me right when I was streaming. It hasn't happened lately. Whoever built this swing did a good job securing this little girl. Be right back. I need to check on the laundry. Okay. Yeah, whoever created this swing did a good job. Let's go with this one. May, my girl, you're here. I am so happy to see you. How are you doing? Are you back from your trip? I'm so sorry about what happened to your aunt. I'm glad to see you here, though. Jeanette says, we have been away for 4 days, but I still had to keep in touch with my kids. I don't do detox. Yes. She says she's back. She's back. Chris, did you find the story? Did you find mine? Didn't even tell me. I need to dust off my book somewhere. I have that book somewhere. I'm off now. Your page is looking beautiful, Audrey. Thank you, Jess, for being here. Thank you for your support. Just know I love you very much. And when I finish this, and I will put you on my TV and start watching, and then, but I won't comment for a while because I'm probably gonna make me some breakfast, make the bed, take a shower, and do other stuff before I can start chatting. Oh, I just got the notification that you're on. Okay. But I will be there later. I have to head out. Take care, everyone. Bye, Char. Yes, I commented about Rodrigo taking plane and then riding the horse. Oh, I didn't see that comment. I'm sorry. Yeah, Rodrigo was my father. It's the story about my uncle. Well, it's the story about how my uncle passed away, how he died, and then the story about what my father went through. So it's a true story. Okay, so the rope is done, and I think this should be done in a grayish color for that clothesline. Lynn, you're here. Thanks. Yes. Says, hello, Audrey, and to everyone. My TV is open, and it's still I open on my cell phone to chat. Antica says, so I ordered the Dragons Magic Painting book and illustrated by Camilla Garofano. I heard of Camilla Garofano, but I never seen any of her books. Let's go with this. Actually, you know what I found out? By Friday, when I was watching Joe, her game show, that's what I call it, it's a game show. I found out that I know very little about coloring books mostly. I got stuck in the 2019, 2016, and then once I stopped coloring, it's like I don't know much because I stopped coloring in 2021. What are you doing, Bruno? I stopped coloring in 2020 or 2021, and after that, I don't know much. It's like I'm just now learning about new books and new stuff. And when she was going through her game show, I was like, I don't know. I have no idea what you guys talking about. I'm so clueless. Lucy, will it be useful to you if I send links to a few Amazon and USA? Oh. Leon says, I'm sorry to say, Audrey, my Ruins book haven't arrived, but my other books keep coming now. Well, the collaboration for the Tales from the Castle Ruins, my second collaboration won't start until September, so you have plenty of time. Do not worry, my girl. Now, the first collaboration, but you're not on that one, so you're fine, is due at the end of the month. So, and I haven't even started coloring on that one. Yeah, September, that's when it starts. But the due date for collaboration 2 will be October 31st. So you got plenty of time, do not worry. Last night, guys, I woke up at around 3 in the morning and I couldn't get back to sleep. And I started editing the video for the collaboration. I started and I haven't been putting the pictures yet. I got like 13 sent to me already. But I have recorded the video with the book, empty book, And then what I did last night is that I separated, like I did the clips. Those that do editing knows what I'm talking about. I started clipping into each page, so I can start inserting, like I could show the picture that is from the book without color, and then I can insert the picture that was sent to me already color, and that way I can do the transition. I started doing that last night at 3 a.m. because I couldn't fall asleep again. I woke up, went to the restroom, and that was it. But then I think I did that for an hour, and then put my phone away again, and then I fell asleep again until about 7, I think it was 7:15 when I woke up. 7:15, 7:20, around 7:25, I think. Helen says, I have forgotten. Do you want our names? No, no names in the pictures. Please, no names. No names. In fact, I need to send a message to the group to please do not put the names in the pictures when you send them to me, and to please send me a private message of how you want your name when I do the editing, because I will put just like Joe did. She put she showed the empty page, then she showed the color page, and then she put the name next to it of the person that did it. So I need the name that you want me to use, the Instagram account or YouTube account that you want me to use, and where you're from, like if you're from the UK, Yorkshire, UK, Armenia, Colombia, whatever, just however you want me to show it, because that is part of the editing of what I'm be doing. Okay. Okay, we still got time. We got time. You think this is metal? Because it doesn't look like it's rope. And it doesn't look like it's wood either. Anybody have an idea? You're welcome. It's wood? Doesn't look like wood. I mean, the plats, yes. But I'm talking about the railing. Doesn't look like wood. Well, let's work on the plats. Make them wood. Although it does look like rope by the tree. Well, that is rope. And I did it as rope. But this, oh, that one does look like rope. Yes. You're right. And that looks like wood. So, but this one is different than this one. That's odd. The railing by her foot, yes. I think it's more likely to be wood and rope. All right, let's do it wood and rope. There is a hook on each of the bridge. Look closely and eye hook. Yeah. That's why I think it's metal. But this is rope. Okay, it doesn't matter. I might stream in the Spanish English channel if there's no storm this afternoon. You guys have been having a lot of A lot of storms lately. We did rain over here, Chris Glue. Sherman says, sorry, Audrey, what book are you coloring? Coloring from our favorite book, Sherman. This is the book. Dreaming Big, Bushiaki Ira. Auntie Chris says, but it could be made of rainbow and liquors because it's a coloring page and you can color however you like. Yes, it could be made of sugar and spice for everything nice for the little girl. Too many books, I forgot. Yes. This is the one that you got because you saw my flip through. Which I'm glad I'm coloring on it again because I really love this book. I was gonna say the same. Yeah, we don't have to stick by the rules. We can do whatever we want. Don't you guys hate it when there's things, elements of the picture that is like inside this folding that you just have to push down so you can color? I hate that. We're still in hurricane season. All right. So despite the height of the two mountain ranges that surround the central region of Mexico, we get storms. Mexico City floods during these times. Oh no. I'm in the dry area, so it doesn't rain much, but when it rains, it's a disaster. Jeanette says, we have just arrived in Peterborough from Scotland, and it's stupidly hot again. It's getting hot in here in Armenia again. In Armenia is not a hot city. Our weather pattern is very predictable because we're always in the 20s, in the middle 20s for the highs, in the middle teens for the lows. But there is a heat wave all over the world, and we're getting uh, so much heat over here, which is getting really warm. I mean, we don't get in the 40s in Armenia like the people in Cali do, but we do get in the upper 20s, maybe for us because we're not used to that. Let's see, Antiquity says, unless it's a two-page spread, I don't always try to color the stuff near the binding. I don't No, I'm not normal. I'm not normal. I always try to color that spot. um, Chris is so sorry to hear that, Janet. Here in my city, I felt the first time cold winds yesterday. It's still August, and that means the cold weather will arrive sooner than expected. So if the cold weather arrives sooner than expected in Mexico, that gives me a good perspective. Why is my phone all tangled up like that? Hold on. That gives me a good perspective of we might get out of this heat wave soon, because we get the winds from Mexico. Oh, I wonder if Kim left already to her brother's house. Let me see. Oops. Eh, Chris says, and Kalu says, that is good to know, Audrey. I'll take all my blankets to the laundry mat next week to be ready. My house has big windows, no central heating, so blankets it is. Yeah, I don't have AC or central heating either because I'm in the mountains. Why would I need them? But I love it when it gets colder here because I love to sleep. But I sleep with a blanket anyway because at night it cools down enough to where I can put on a blanket. It's just that the heat wave that we're having, other people might not think it's heat, but for us it is because we're not used to it. And even though I am from Texas and the heat there is extreme, we also have AC there. So I had AC in my house, but not here. So I hate to sleep when it's hot. So I need there to be cooler. So how's your Spanish now, Auntie Chris? Are you being able to understand my Spanish writing? The use of my vocabulary in Spanish? Leanne says, I butt in. Typhoon just passed us by yesterday and today another one is coming. Heavy rain in a couple of days. And as expected, flooding everywhere. Weather is rather cool now. It's still raining. Oof, well, I'm sorry to hear about the typhoons. That's bad. Okay, and Chris Kalu, only northern states in Mexico have AC central heating, but the central states are not that cold or hot to spend on those. Too expensive. Yeah, we don't do it here either. Lucy, she says, here is cold today, 12 centimeters. Oh, wow, it's cold. Winds of 45 miles per hour and intermittent rain. It's because at the side that you live of South America, it's already, winter's already coming. That's why. I wish we could have a 12 centigrade weather here right now. That would be amazing. Um, Auntie Chris, mostly I still have a ways to go with sentence structure and the subjective, but I can get the main idea easily. Good, 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 good. Later you tell me what you think about my story. Here is winter is supposed to be ending. Oh, right, because it overlaps. Like when in the United States is summer, in the south of South America it's winter, and when it's summer in the south of South America, it's winter in the United States. I think that's how it goes. Okie dokie, Auntie Chris. And I don't know if Sarah is able to translate it. Is there a way Sarah can translate it? I know the subjunctive in English, not in Spanish. I use it for sure, Auntie, but I don't give it a name. Cheryl said, I can read a lot of Spanish and understand then how the word is. Where I have issues. Okay. Some actions, words I need to learn or review. Okay. When I wrote this story from the book, um, it was hard. It was very hard because one, I was channeling my father's feelings, which made it really hard. When you channel somebody else through words, through the writing of that story, that it was really difficult for me because I adore my father. And then the other thing is because when I got to the United States, I was 16. So at the age of 16, you still learning, you might speak a language fluently, but there's still a lot of stuff that you don't know that you learn, like when you go to high school, when you go to college, university, there's a lot of verbal uh, things that you need to learn, you learn later on in life. And I stopped learning it at the age of 16 and moved on to English. So for me, that was very hard because I was writing in Spanish. And sometimes I wanted to translate feelings, but I couldn't do it in Spanish. And it was very difficult. But I think I did a good job though. Spanish grammar is complicated to explain for me, yes, as we use items in spoken Spanish all the time here. It makes it fun to explain. Yeah, that is the thing, that there is words that are so difficult to translate because they're sort of made up words. And also the Spanish language is so rich. Lucy says, I don't know much of grammar in Portuguese since I grew up speaking. It's just an automatic. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think it's the same for Spanish. I think when you think you develop your language skills because you talk since you're, start talking. But as you go to school, you progress. Then your and vocabulary becomes more rich. And the vocabulary in Spanish is always growing. And I think now that I live in Colombia, even now I feel like I am enriching my vocabulary by living here. Um, Auntie says English doesn't use the subjunctive as frequently as Spanish. If I could start learning Spanish from the beginning, again, I would start with the subjunctive instead of the indicative. Janet says it was a beautiful weather in Edinburgh 26. Just got off the train in Petersburg to change to Norwich. Norwich is like Mediterranean heat. Oh. Well, we didn't color that much today. We tried, but there was a lot of distractions. And I went through my story time, which took probably most of the first hour. Okay, so I want to say to everybody that I adore you, that I love you, that I'm so grateful that I have this channel, because through this channel I have made beautiful friendships, and I would not change that for the world. And that please be patient with me. I will be back to recording videos as soon as I feel better about it. And thank you so much. Thank you so much for everything you guys give me. You don't understand. I know that you don't live here in Colombia, but I feel like I know you personally, a lot of you guys, that like I know you personally, because we have talked outside this channel. We have chatted through Instagram, through WhatsApp. Yesterday I got the opportunity to hear Sarah's voice for the first time, and it was lovely, lovely. I adore her. And so the friendships that I have developed here, I will never ever change them for anything. And I will still have live streams, and maybe after all of this just settles and the police takes care of everything and I can feel more safe about sending videos out, maybe I will start recording again. And I know it's an unreasonable fear because it's the same as being here, but I would say I'll be back recording, and I will be back with my series of softball pastels. I will continue, but just not right now. And yep, I don't want to get any teary-eyed anymore. I already did my share crying, so I just just move on. Yes, you did, my sweet girl. You missed something. You're gonna have to rewatch this from the beginning, and you'll know what it is that I'm talking about. Just go back to the very beginning of the live stream, and you'll find out. Because I really don't want to say this story again. Yeah, I don't. I really don't. It was very difficult to tell the story to begin with. So just go back to the beginning of the stream. Anyway, love you all. It's time to go to Jess. If you have the time and you want to go join her, I'm going to go make me breakfast, take a shower, make my bed, and go watch Jess. Love you all. Bye. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Love you. Bye. Bye, 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 bye.